Good morning, everybody. We are working on the garden expansion again, and I just wanted to show you guys. We're starting with making these beds. These are 4x12 beds. So you have a center, then you have your corners. This is what your corners look like. 2x4, 2x4, 1x1. These are 13, 6, and 6. And then your center support is just basically the same thing without that 1x1. So it's gonna, there's your 6-inch piece, there's your 13-inch piece. So you just plop that up, and then you put the corners on, and you have yourself a garden bed. It's a quick, easy build, really. And then we're going to take this corrugated galvanized steel, which is 12 foot long and it's 26 inches high. We'll cut it in half. That's where you get your 13 inches, which is your 13-inch board. And then we just screw that on into the inside. And then obviously the beds I'm currently using, this is what it's going to look like in the end. So we're going to go ahead, get the 4 beds made to put into the spot that we just took out the other ones and moved along this side of the garden.
You guys, yeah, I was wearing her glasses because I couldn't find my safety glasses, but I'm not far left or anything.
We have the garden beds made over here. My plan is to take this really good soil. It's like an aged compost. I'm just going to lay out this tarp. I'm going to shovel it all on the tarp, put the beds in place, put some filler on the bottom of the beds, and then top them off with the good soil that we have. Now it is lightly sprinkling right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna get into it because about an hour, I think it's gonna actually really start to rain. And then we're gonna have rain probably for a day. They say a day. Last night it was almost a few days, so you just never know. So I'm just gonna get right into this and get as much done as I can right now, because you really don't, from my understanding, what I've always been told, you don't really want to move wet soil. If it's too wet and you move it, it'll compact, almost turn to a concrete. Yeah, it hasn't rained enough where this is wet all the way through. It's moist, but not wet. I'm just trying to be a little careful so starting to rain really well now. What I'm going to do is just grab another tarp, cover up the soil. That's just a right, we just got done just putting 2 beds down. It's raining right now. We thought we were gonna have a break, but it kept raining. So Patrick's putting away the skid steer, and I'm in my garden shed. Doesn't look like it's raining, but it is. So there's 2 beds right in the back there. One has soil, one does not. I'll go over there and just show you guys real quick. I just didn't want to stand out here with my camera. But yeah, so we got 1 bed completely filled. The other one we just laid down. We do have to go get some bales of straw, which we have at our shop. So taking a little break from this. I'm soaked. It's fine. So this is kind of, just let me zoom out. Obviously we haven't done those. We got these 2 down. Haven't even checked to really see if it's level. It's not going to be level. This bed right here, from this tree, there's a root underneath, so this corner's up a little bit. But it is full. I can come down here right now and put my seeds in. Awesome. This one, like I said, we're going to put a bunch of straw on the bottom, and then we'll fill it with the soil. We do have the soil underneath this that we did move, so then that's ready to go. And then what we're doing is we're kind of, instead of shoveling this onto a tarp, the stuff that's on the tarp is going to stay there to the last bed. So we'll take this and then we'll just shovel it into this bed. So that's what this is looking like. We're getting there, you guys. This project with these 4 beds, I'll tell you what, it is taking way longer than what it should, between the rain and, more disgustingly annoying, the mosquitoes. This has become a long project. Last night we took this back bed and put in like 4 wheelbarrows worth of dirt. I have some more to do. I got to clean up this bed right here and put it into there. And I came down early in the morning here. It did rain through the night, but I've got to get this, I got to start getting this moved. So I'm hoping the soil didn't get too saturated, but right now there's no mosquitoes. So it was, in the 10 minutes it took to wheelbarrow 4 dirts into that bed, I think I got bit 26 times. So absolutely horrible. I've sprayed myself. I've got my Thermacell down here. I don't think my hippy dippy essential oils are even cutting it this year with the mosquitoes, but I'm just going to keep moving. Maybe they won't land on a, on a fast moving target. All right, we got this bed filled up. Felt like 2,000 shovel scoops of soil later. This one is now empty. What I'm going to do is just rake everything up around the edges, get some stuff cleaned up, and then we'll set another bed on top, and same process. I'm not recording every bed filling it. You guys saw one. It's pretty much the same. And again, we have this tarp back here, which will go into the last bed. And we have rain again in about an hour. So I'm trying to move as fast as I possibly can. This soil was very moist. I typically wouldn't have moved it, but if I didn't do this today, it's going to rain again in like 2 days. So it's still pretty loose. So I'm not extremely concerned that it's going to turn into cement. But yeah, so again, this section, it feels like it's taken weeks. It's been a few days, just like I said, with the mosquitoes and the rain. So I don't have much updates, but to me it feels like an update because it's another bed done. I just wanted you to see when I lay the straw down, and these are just normal small squares, 4x12 bed, it pretty much almost fills it. But the weight of the soil is going to compact all this straw down, which is why it's probably going to take a good 8 to 12 wheelbarrows full of soil just to compact this down. We have the beds laid. They are filled minus this one. So what I'm going to do now is put in some T-post and put my cattle panels up so I can actually start planting in these. This bed here, we do have to go to the other property and get some more of the galvanized steel for that. And then the moving and the building and the adding gardening beds will be completed. So I'm actually going to end this part of the garden expansion video. The next one will be, obviously, we'll show you the finished bed and the hoop house. So again, I just want to say thanks for following along with this garden expansion. Everything is definitely coming together. I went and I cleaned up the whole walkways. So stay tuned to see what the final whole project of the garden expansion looks like. Thanks again for joining us, guys.